it's not for anyone else. Like, I'm not trying to get credit or I'm not trying to get respect. It's for me. I'm straight edge for me. That's all that there is to it. I've been straight edge since I was 16. I'm 23 right now. And I think that's 7 years. And but what's interesting is I've actually, by technicality, been straight edge my entire life. I've never drank, never smoked, never done anything really of any type of, something that would consist as mind altering. So the clock's still counting from day one that, I haven't taken a drink or a toke of a blunt or anything like that.
I wonder what her taco tastes like.
I have been straight edge since I was about 15, whenever I started playing music. Pretty much what prompted me to be straight edge was everybody drinking and smoking, and then the kids who weren't doing that seemed to be a lot funner to hang out with, and that's what I started doing with my life, is staying away from all of that and hanging out with those other kids.
Well, to me, straight edge is pretty simple. Like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. If I'm sick, I take NyQuil. I'm not an asshole about it. A common misconception, and this is kind of debatable, a lot of people think that straight edge has something to do with having sex or not. For instance, like promiscuity. Whatever, I don't care. If a dude wants to get his dick wet, that's one thing, and I really don't care about that. I haven't told you about my new job.
Where is that?
I am a FedEx ground delivery driver.
Straight edge is being who you want to be, not influenced by anybody else, not falling into the pressure of drinking, smoking, sleeping with any girl that you can pretty much get with, having that self-respect for yourself and other people.
So anybody that kind of has like this misconception that, straight edge is, I don't eat meat and I don't do drugs and I don't fuck girls, that's bullshit. I eat meat. I don't drink or I don't do drugs, clearly. I still like to, I like to hang out and I like to party once in a while, but, like I was saying, going to bars isn't really my thing.
Thumb gunning a beer. Oh, shit.
It just didn't seem like something I wanted to do. I mean, I heard about it, growing up when I was a teenager, and I didn't really know what it was to start with, and everyone was like, oh, it's something, where you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do, something to, get fucked up and, not be sober. I'd rather have fun doing things where I'm not essentially all that sober, so I just chose not to be straight edge.
What compels me to be straight edge is just living that pure life, not being influenced by anybody else, but what you think, and having people to hang out with who have the same beliefs as you that won't pressure you into doing things like drinking, smoking, doing drugs, anything like that. Pressure doesn't get to me about pretty much anything. If anybody offers me any type of alcohol, pretty much not sway on that at all.
No, I really don't get tempted to drink or smoke or anything like that. Like, I don't want to get fucked up. Like, I have no desire to go and get smashed, and I'm not gonna say drink my worries away, but put my mind in that sort of place. And I don't have a problem with people that do. The temptation is not to get drunk, but to fit in.
Basically, I learned about straight edge from going to shows, hardcore shows when I was younger. I used to come into town more often, Cassie, Jones, bands like that, and I hung out with those people when they'd come. Those smaller tours, like little shows for the crowd of 5 people, but they were all those straight edge people.
There was a band called Minor Threat, and they were a punk band. I have no fucking clue where they were from. It doesn't really matter to me. They're from the 80s. Their vocalist, Ian McKay, had a really good brain to him, and he wanted to go against what was normal, and Ian wrote a song, something about I've got the straight edge. In 6th grade, I think it was, I went to school one day and my buddies were drinking out of a fucking like an apple juice cup or something like that they had like poured it out and put vodka into it. 6th grade that this was happening. And like, you know, I think that relates with a lot of people. And I wanted nothing to do with that. I mean, that I was just like, dude, we're at school right now. And like, you know, I was no like saint at school by any means. I was kind of an asshole. By the way, you gonna put a nipple on that thing the way you're nursing it?
You know, I don't do anything, you know, exciting or party or anything like that, you know, Monday through Friday. But when the weekends come, I feel like I need a break and some time to unwind. So I just do what I do. And, you know, if I have a few drinks with some friends, then I'll do that.
There's straight edge people in every part of life. It's not just hardcore music. Interesting facts, Andre 3000, straight edge, and I'm pretty sure that he's still vegan. Will Smith is straight edge and always has been straight edge. He's an honorary member of Courage Crew.
You know, the lifestyle they choose to be straight edge is, you know, I respect it, you know, fully and completely. You know, if they don't want to drink or smoke or do anything to, you know, or they're not to the point where they're sober, you know, that's their decision. You know, it's whatever makes them feel better about themselves. And, you know, I fully respect it. I'm not going to go up to them and be like, oh, hey, you know, have a drink of this, or, you know, smoke this, or take this pill, or do this kind of drug. I just, you know, if they want to have fun being sober, then I completely respect their decision to be sober.
It's kind of hard to, you know, just single out one thing. And especially, you know, people are afraid of what they don't understand, and people don't understand straight edge. And so, you know, to try to explain it is almost impossible. It's not explainable, it's experienceable. And it's the same thing with a book. You look at the cover and it's, you know, you get this much information, but there's 1,000 pages inside that if you don't start reading, you're not going to understand it. Same thing with hardcore metal. If you don't go, you're not going to understand it. And it's not like, you know, reading a book, you read the first page and you understand the whole story. You have to go and go and go. But if it's not your thing, don't go. Don't get in, you know, fucking if the fucking gnarly vocals and nasty guitars and, you know, all the kids that look weird and shit, like if that's not your thing, don't go.
You can be your own person. You don't have to be influenced by anybody else. No matter what you want to do, you can do it. Falling into a crowd with everybody else isn't what you are, then don't do it. There's always somebody who is going to be doing the same thing that you are. So don't ever feel that you're all alone doing something.
You know, I would say, well, I mean, I respect what you say, but, you know, my lifestyle is different from yours. You know, I do this, you do that. I mean, I'm not going to hate you for it. So, I mean, I completely respect their decision to, you know, have clean fun and be sober.
If there was like one thing that I had to say about straight edge, or not even necessarily about straight edge, you know, fucking forget the title of straight edge. Just the thing of your body and understanding your body. What people don't understand is without a correctly working body, you cannot do the things that you want to do in life. And I'm ignoring it by having a good time. Hey, dude, you know, the truth is, you can go out and have a fucking good-ass time without getting drunk or smoking cigarettes or getting high. And I don't mean like weed high. I'm talking like, you know, fucking, you know, Xanny bars and you know, prescription medication, which is the worst drug of all, in my opinion. So understand your body and understand that if you fuck it up, you know, that's on you, and you're the only one that can control that. Keep your shit clean, you know, keep your fucking motor running and take care of yourself, and you're not going to have very many problems in life.